Next session that we're going to do relates to cell protection, and even though we've put in some nice validation measures, what we want to do is to ensure that none of the other fields that have been created in terms of the setting up figures or the Sakai snacks, for example, haul hire, if Sakai went to chuck in some rubbish data into there, we don't want to allow him the ability to be able to do that. And so there's a couple of ways that you can protect your chart or your worksheet. And so what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to do that. The first way is by protecting your sheet. And to protect an entire sheet, you can click on the Review tab and click on Protect Sheet. And you can prevent unwanted changes to the data in the sheet by specifying the information that can be changed. So what you can do is you can click on this and you can say, I don't want people to be able to, for example, delete columns or insert rows or insert columns or anything like that. Or you can say select lock cells or select unlock cells. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to protect this. I'm going to protect it with a very simple password. And I've got to re-enter that password. And if anyone tries now, because this cell, this doesn't now say protect sheet, it says unprotect sheet. If I try and change any value here, I'm going to get the cell or chart that you're trying to change is protected and therefore read only message. And that's not ideal because I want to be actually able to change the values that are in the blue cells. So this is good once you've got a spreadsheet to a level where you only want it to be effectively read-only for everyone, but unfortunately that's not what we need in this case. We need a specific range to be able to be looked at. So what we can do is we can unprotect the sheet by typing in our password, and then we can allow users to edit ranges. Now this is a very useful tool that Microsoft Excel has developed. So if you click on there, you can actually unlock it with a password when a specific sheet is protected. So you can create a new range. And the new range, what I'm going to be doing is going to be saying Sakai data entry cells. And it says it's going to be referring to B5. Well, we want to make that a little bit bigger. So we're going to just go over all of the different cells. So I'm pushing the Control key now, and then highlighting all the different cells that I want Sakai to be able to enter. And then I click down and I say range password, and I'm actually going to give their range password of nothing. So what this means is you'll need, once I protect the sheet, you'll need a password to update any other cell value, but you won't need a password in order to update the blue cells, which is exactly what we want to give to Sakai. We click OK for here. And now I can actually protect the overall sheet with my password. And again. And when I try and update any of the values, if I update, say, try and update the drinks cost, I can't. And if I try and update the kids cost, I can. So that's really helpful. If I try and put in some rubbish data, I can't because I've entered in the wrong data type. And I've put in some validation, which is stopping the values from existing there. So now you can look at this particular sheet and you can say, Sakai has the ability to enter in all of the required data. It will give him an event total field. It will give him some nice reports, and he can't actually stuff up the spreadsheet unless he has that, unless he has the ability to use this unprotect sheet. And most users don't even know that they've got the unprotect sheet option. So if he was on the home tab, he wouldn't even see that option. So this is making the spreadsheet a heck of a lot more secure for a relative novice user. So I think that's the major benefit that you can get from using cell protection. So not just the protecting of a sheet, but the allowing users to enter ranges option. And that's the way that you do cell protection within Microsoft Excel.